Oh no, it has the it's the fight from 14. Move in, move out. Rams. Dragons. Oh, no dragon? Dragons. I'm not gonna lie, I started doing a few side quests offline. I was getting very sleepy today, so I didn't finish all of them. But I did enough.
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
I just got tired of seeing all the green icons all over my map, and I didn't want to do all of them, so I didn't do all of them. But I did start a few. If you see him, tell Akak he's a cool pass it on. Does this have anything to do with Morbol rivals?
Why am I not surprised?
Oh no, not bandits. Hey man.
You'll handle your coin if you know what's good for you.
My healer. Hey, man. Nice job, Torgal. I love my little buddy so much. Nice job, buddy.
Are you hurt?
Happily not, good sir. Thanks to your timely intervention. More importantly, we have arrived. Now, feast your eyes upon the marvel before us. Ruins, a relic of the fallen civilization. A sight so common that man is oft blinded to its wonder. Colossal vessels, dashed from the very heavens. Airships, we call them, with very little thought to what wonders such a word might describe. Oblige me if you would. Does anything strike you as peculiar about this particular specimen?
The location.
Though we ourselves find fallen ruins to be nigh indestructible, whatever gouged the final sin from the rock cleaved clean through the structure you see before you. A tantalizing mystery, no doubt, but merely one of countless enigmas in which Zemeckis history is steeped. Come, good sir. Our expedition continues, and we still have much to learn.
I know, brother.
He's passionate. I'll give him that.
I think I wanted to go all in on Judgment Bolt. 5,500? Yep, 5,500. Yeah, because I'm keeping these. Well, I want this, and I want this. I want only that. This. I want that. Mastered Meat Wave. Be for me. Yeah, there's nothing I want to unlearn or unmaster even. So I feel like I'm in a good place right now in terms of the things I've mastered and where I'm keeping. Okay, yeah, I'm not resetting my ability points then. I've just got to master this much. And then I'm going to try out Shiva form for a bit, see if I like it or not. Which I don't know that I will. But I want to play around with it. Ow! Actually, I could do it now because Giga Flare, did I invest? I learned it. I didn't upgrade it. Okay, yeah, I have no investments whatsoever. Unless I unlearn Giga Flare and go to Shiva instead. Oh right, I'm in combat. How foolish of me. I thought so. 13 gil.
No need to ride from here.
Get us. Oh, I wasn't even gonna go this way. Well, as long as we're here, I can unlearn this, right? Master Judgment Bolt. Perfect. I go to my abilities. Move you and go over to Shiva. Just to try you out. Then, because I have Master Judgment Bolt, so I can actually take on... Shiva, I'm trying out Ice Age and Mesmerize. Right? Mesmerize and Ice Age, because Ice Age does more damage. Then for Garuda, I'm doing... that Meat Wave, which is true. Over here I'm doing Wind Up and Judgment Bolt. Titanic Block. Parry. Then in theory I should do Titanic Block and Meat Wave. Yeah, keep these two heavy things right here. Now I'll try out these in the meantime. Diamond Dust is a lot of stagger. I want to try Rhyme, I think. I want to try Rhyme. Yeah, I'll try it out. Oh, that's a lot of slowdown afterwards. I thought I would keep sliding the entire time. I guess not. Good to know.
Good girl.
Okay. As soon as I finish up these side quests, I will actually go back to the main quest. Promise. I promise. But first, this dude is in trouble again.
Not okay. All right then. Who's first?
Do this. I think that reaches.
You lose.
Huh. One of your favorite tunes, Salt Ranger?
You're going to get yourself killed.
Oh, that would not do. That would not do at all. Not when such majesty stretches out before us. Behold, the final sin in all its glory. As Moss tells us, a battle was fought here in ancient times. A battle of such ferocity that it tore a great crater in the very land upon which it was waged. In reaching for their holy sanctum, did man enrage the gods, and great was the vengeance that was rained down upon him. Alas, the full truth of the matter is lost to time, though I live in hope that I might see it discovered. But we must not dwell upon such things. There is more yet to see. Onward. History awaits.
Hey, Culinary. Hello, Salt Ranger. He's so frustrated. It's so funny. Hey, it's Michi Mochi as well. I promised myself I'd go to sleep on time, so I'm gonna lurk here instead. You're almost there. Twitch informed me that video games were being performed in here, so I'm here to observe. But you came to the right location. There are indeed attributes of gaming taking place right here on pay-per-view.
Oh no. He's really got himself into trouble this time. Titan! Garuda!
Oh no, my Garuda's down.
Slow.
What is happening right now? Good lord. Hermes.
Still in one piece.
It
This
would seem
seems
so.
decent in slang.
Once more, I am in your
I'm
debt.
trying out Shiva's abilities.
And once more, you impress me with your prowess. These were no ordinary foes, but ones we in the field call echoes. Though Moss the Chronicler concurs with the legends in attributing the fall of Zemeckis to a wrath wrought upon mankind by the gods, he offers little in the way of explanation. Could the ruins we see before us here, in all their elaborate beauty, perhaps suggest an answer? Could the construction of such miraculous edifices have been considered an encroachment upon the province of the divine? Alas, all is mere speculation. But one day, perhaps, I will learn the truth.
Not if you keep running headfirst into trouble.
You are right, of course. And not only have you plucked me repeatedly from the jaws of death, you have proven yourself a willing audience to my ramblings.
Glad to help, but didn't you say you came here to investigate something?
I fear I may have rather overstated the case on that front. In truth, a captive ear was all I really desired. You see, even my fellow scholars have grown somewhat weary of my musings of late. And so I came upon the idea of purchasing a companion. A captive audience, if you will.
That's what this was all about.
I am afraid so. And now, my good man, it is high time we returned whence we came.
Fine. Just don't go running off this time.
Poor Clive. Poor Clive. It was some good enemy slaying, but I can do better. But I'm trying to think about how I want to do it.
And
the way that I
so
play.
ends a delightful day. Here, your reward for humoring my selfish whims, plus a little extra for the trouble I have put you to.
Thanks, dog. I don't know. I currently have no drop frames whatsoever. We got clean KBS. Bitrate is looking fine. No stuttering. Stream service looks excellent. You're not watching on PlayStation 5, are you? And are you watching on auto? Are you changing the resolution that you're watching to a set resolution instead of auto? I can say it's smooth on my side, looks good on my end. 2 dubs. Do I like rhyme? Keeping Heatwave, keeping Aerial Blast and Judgment Bolt together. I'm keeping Meatwave. I think I am at least. Sorry, I'm just thinking. Do I miss Satellite? Do I miss Satellite and do I miss Gigaflare?
What's happened? The guards at the gate are arrived.
I'm gonna need to experiment even further beyond. So I've gotta go here and take care of this. The Blacksmith Blues. Then I can't go here yet. New item for sale there. And I've gotta go here. Let me do this first, actually. I got 3 things to do before returning to the main story. So I think one of these, probably... I think Rhyme might have to go and replace it with either Satellite or Gigaflare. Good thing I checked. Wrong way. Ambrosia, I love you. Come here. You know what's one really cool feature about 16, playing it, is that whenever you call Ambrosia, even if Ambrosia is facing a different direction, when you mount Ambrosia, she turns around and faces the direction that you were headed towards.
Time to fight.
Which is so smart. It doesn't turn the player around by accident.
This must have been a nice place once. And it will be again.
Oh. Right, John? Rock the John? Oh, double arf arf. Jump, bird. Nice punch. Hello, J-Rock the God. Speaking of Georgia, that was actually a reenactment, John. Everything was done intentionally. I was Notre Dame and that was Georgia. Hey, Tasty Shrimp Platter. What are your thoughts on arf, 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 arf? I love Culinary's emote, by the way. Arf, arf, arf with the Darude Sandstorm emote. Got the whole doggy daycare in there.
That's all of them. Come on, Toggle. Head back to Boklad.
What's the matter, Shrimp Platter? Aren't you proud of me? Proud of the work that I put in?
Something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Okay. I'll shut up. Sorry for speaking.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him.
Okay.
How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right.
Okay.
We'll speak then.
I really like the fact that I can do Dognado with a touch of Shiva, you know? Shiva Dognado. More of that.
Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project,
And I have.
I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations.
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well,
Well.
if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do,
Eh.
but thank you, all the same.
You know, a lot of times characters in games and movies say that, but we never really think about that. Like, if you need more, you know where to find me. Like, do I? Do I genuinely know where to find you if I need to find you? Like, I don't really know where your hideaway is. Like, I kind of know where your hideaway is. It's that privileged information.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister.
Yeah?
He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't.
I would rather she did what makes her happy.
What
And
if
I
it's
would
that?
never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
Yeah, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life.
Respect.
But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
Respect.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Yeah, bro.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves.
By
That's
the
a
way,
job for the Crimson Caravan.
I'm lying through my teeth. I'm not going to help this dude ever again. Including right now with the quest marker right in front of me. Like, I see it and I acknowledge it, but I pretend not to see it. Does that make me a bad person? Oh my god, it's David. Ah. Hey, man. How are you? Yeah, you're David. That is correct. It is good to see you. And I want you to know that. It's good to see you. Super rhyme. I'm gonna try out satellite. Let's do. I like this. Titanic block, deadly embrace, hold snap for movement. I think so. I do kind of like Wings of Light though. I want to master Wings of Light. 1,000 to master right. Hold on, I'm thinking. Let's keep that. Let's keep Tokyo drifting. How are you, Chaos? How's your evening? How's a lot of your evenings? A lot of the ones who came in recently. Shrimp Platter, President Noir, Caldenon, John Rock the John, Salt Ranger, Yosa. I'm great, actually. Mental is in good shape. Been having fun gaming. Just finished cooking and eating, and now I'm going to lay up and see if Axe will hop into bed, too. I like the way your 2025 sounds. You know?
Covered in nicks.
You got your kitty
and
cats.
lumps,
You've got some good foods you're making. You have a consistent, it seems, pattern or rhythm of things and you're doing and how you're doing them. It all sounds very good.
Clive. Here you go.
Under new management? Nope. Kindling the flame? Nope. Trading places part 2? Oof.
Always something in there.
Good vibes. Yeah, man, good vibes is a good way to go.
Claim your just desserts.
Talisman of priming. Increases Lionheart tonic by 30 seconds. That's hot. Enclosed, you will find an item of high and strange order, one for which I require neither thanks nor recompense. Consider it a reminder of where loyalties are best placed.
Here you are.
My loyalties are best placed in myself.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Just finished playing Mystical Ninja starring Goemon for today. How do you think it's going? The answer is great. You know, I have a very weird memory of that game. Nothing specific, just broad. Which is that I remember being a child and it was Blockbuster Video. And I was looking for a new Nintendo 64 game to play. Because I was all in, right? I was going to my friend's house on Mondays. And we were watching wrestling, Monday Night Raw, and WCW Nitro. We were playing all the Nintendo 64 wrestling games. So we would also play GoldenEye, Wave Race, Perfect Dark, you know, just Diddy Kong Racing, a bunch of 64 games. We didn't play Mario Kart because we knew better. And after a while, at home on my own Nintendo 64, after playing all wrestling nonstop, I was looking for a new type of game. And I knew nothing about Goemon at all. But I went to the store because I remember seeing, I think it was a commercial or a trailer. Now keep in mind, this is the late 1990s, so it's not YouTube. But it was like some... And it was like a trailer for that game. And I remember being enticed and hypnotized by the theme, and I ended up going to Blockbuster to rent it. And I had so much fun playing it. I remember one area in particular, not too well. It reminded me of the chain link fences in Super Mario World. You know where Mario's scooting his butt along the cage and you bang on the center square and it flips you to the other side? And Goemon had a fence-like structure like that too, but in a 3D environment. And I've never gone back and played that game, but it's a very hard, actually a very soft memory in my head. And I don't recall anything else about it. My evening is okay. Little one is on my shoulder, just worked out, had tacos today. Life's good at the moment. That's very sweet. Congratulations on your workouts, by the way. You've been doing fantastic, and I'm happy you're keeping progress up and also posting about it. It's good to read. I've cooked for myself 3 times today. I've probably done that 3 times all last year. Dude, what a great start to 2025. I'm very happy for you. That's gotta feel good personally, too. Picking up Ring Fit Adventure again, kids were helping me out. Listen, remember during lockdown where Ring Fit Adventure sold out 4 billion times? I wonder how much money Nintendo made off Ring Fit Adventure. I remember it being so bad that it was being sold on eBay for like 4 times the price. There were back orders for it. I was gonna get it. I think Tina had one. And I ended up getting the boxing instead. The Nintendo Switch boxing, because that was the alternative. There's nothing else to get. I hear your brother isn't a fan of carrots, Kupo. If every carrot of Rosaria is anything like the one that just got posted on the board, I can see why, Kupo. Oh, your name is Carrot. Let's do some hunts, RQ. I'm gonna need 4 volunteers to keep inventory of where these notorious marks are located. All you gotta do is remind me of the location of the mob when I call upon the name, or you. Is that okay? So who wants to be in charge of Carrot? Also, hello Alex, good evening to you. Who wants to be in charge of Carrot? All you gotta do is just type in the Whispering Waters Rosaria when I call upon you. You got it? Thank you, Culinary. You'll be up first. Whispering Waters Rosaria. If you should come across a red carrot protruding from the marshes of the Three Reeds, do not attempt to pull it from the swamp soil. It is, in truth, another root vegetable entirely. An exotic species of Morbol that uses a modified carrot-like vine as a lure to draw its prey close, before emerging from the earth and swallowing them whole. A cruel way for nature to turn these times of privation to her advantage. Okay, who wants to be in charge of the pack? And I wish Pack 84 was here. Who can type in south of Tabor, Dalmatia when I call upon you, the pack? I'm gonna need 3 more volunteers total. Who can I rely on? That's close enough, Shrimp Platter. You're in charge of the pack. Thank you. A team of Cursebreakers traveling through Tabor to the fields of Korava were met with a group of hunters from the village who warned them not to stray too far from the main road. For in a gully not far hence rested a pack of wolves, that even such practiced hunters as they would not dare to wake, despite the fine luster of the animals' pelts. Too many of their friends had succumbed to temptation only to be torn limb from limb. Cool, you're in charge of the pack. Who wants to be in charge of the man in black? Who can type in Lost Wing Sanbrek? So we can... That's Will Smith. All right, David, it's all you. Lost Wing Sanbrek. The greater part of those black shields who spied on Lost Wing were taken by the Ether Flood. However, we have received reports that one yet survives. A zealot of their evil cause, who persists in delivering any bearer who strays too close to his hiding place to a gruesome death. Alas, he has heretofore proved more than a match for the Cursebreakers sent to slay him. And finally, who's in charge of Dread Comet? Who can type in the Sickle Dalmatia? Need 1 more volunteer. The Hunters of Tabor speak of a wild chocobo that haunts not only the nearby Badlands, but also their dreams. For it exhibits a ferocity rarely seen in the species and has ripped more than a dozen of their comrades from gizzard to groin and feasted on their flesh. The bird is far past taming. It must needs be put down. Thank you, President Noir. You are in charge of Dread Comet. Eosa, David, you are in charge of the Men in Black. Tasty Shrimp Plotter, you are in charge of the pack. Culinary, you're up first with Carrot.
How do you split?
All right, Culinary, where are we going? Where's Carrot? The Whispering Waters, Rosaria. You're so good at this. So good at this. The Whispering Water. Whispering Waters. Whispering Waters. There it is. All right, let's go visit Carrot. By the way, Culinary, for your duty, I also dedicate this fight to you. I hope we do well, y'all.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
I also love how the mobs out in the world don't actually bring their names up an HP bar above their head until you start to get close. Because it allows them to blend in with the world and just exist in the world and not intrude upon your gameplay, should you not want to engage them. Remember earlier in the game, like 8 cycles ago when I came here and I said, you know what, I think in the future this will be a place for Notorious Mark. It just feels like it. And yet here we are. Looking for a carrot. A singular carrot, please. Carrot. Hey, carrot. What that mouth do? Why?
Couldn't have been just any Morbol Comet. All right then.
What else you got? What a waste. I'm dominating Carrot, oh my god. I think I'm beating Carrot. I got like the last bit of that. That's tough. I really thought that would work. Nice, that did work. The meatiest of waves, y'all. That tornado was fast, wow. have a pretty good stagger setup, it looks like. Not a great DPS setup, but I can re-stagger like an MFer. Yeah, my stagger setup is actually incredible. I can stagger like an MFer. But I'm missing Mega Flare for DPS. I'm not sure I want to change anything either. I kind of like what I have. And yes, the fight theme is so good. So Morbols terrified you the first time you saw them in 14? Yeah, that's actually not a great place to see your first Morbol, I think. Especially if you end up doing that dungeon. That dungeon isn't the same dungeon it once was, like post Stormblood. But pre Stormblood, no one wanted to go there.
That was definitely anything but ordinary. Now, let's get this vine back to the yard.
Soaking cooked extremely well for this one. This is what made you buy the soundtrack. The Final Fantasy XVI soundtrack? What'd you buy it on? What format do you own it? Please, sir, may I have some more?
Sid, I can't help but notice that your satchel is twitching in a most violent manner.
Extending from the underside of a Morbol's body, these tendrils mainly serve the purpose of locomotion. When times are lean, however, they can also serve as temporary roots, drawing ethereal energies from the soil.
Here. It's your problem now.
What an amazing specimen. The flesh positively throbs with vitality.
Don't say that.
If I can successfully graft this to the Morganbeards... When I successfully graft this to the Morganbeards, I suspect the results will be immediate. I shall begin at once.
All right, dude. CD, you like physical media when you can get it? Me too. I love physical media. We're the same person.
It is just as I hoped. Witness how the Morganbeards have taken to the blighted soil. How they bloom with heretofore unseen vigor. Why, I dare say such a vine graft would yield similar results when applied to other specimens as well.
I'm glad I could be of assistance.
You've not only helped us, Sid, you've saved us. Do you recall the extract with which I provided you before? I took a moment to distill some more, but this time with the petals from the invigorated Morganbeards. And would you believe? Its potency has nearly doubled.
What?
You must accept this file as thanks for your assistance. The rest, I shall give to Taya.
Is that your satchel twitching, or are you just happy to see me? Column A, column B. Consumable potency maximized. Love to see it. They restore even more HP, and my tonics last even longer. I'm so built for this. Oh, with 2 Ds. Nice. What does that mean with 2 Ds? Double Ds? Wonder what that's significant. Did you just typed the first thing you thought of with no filter whatsoever. Just typed it. You thought you know what I'm gonna type? Hey, speaking of, who's in charge of the pack? Where am I going for the pack? Who's my pack watch? South of Tabor, Dalmekia. You shrimp platter? Okay. Let's go to Dalmekian Empire. South of Tabor, huh? South of here would be around here. Okay. Two D's nuts. Okay, back to lurk. Bows out. You know what amazes me about you, Ichimochi, is that you know you want to go to bed early, get some proper sleep. You are resting comfortably, and out of all the opportunities to say something, to say anything, unmoved, until the opportunity presented itself to type in 2D's nuts. And the temptation was so overwhelming, you thought, you know what? I'm gonna do it. And I respect you for that. That's the level of conviction people don't usually have. Well done. Looking for the pack. You three look pack-esque. Like you have pack properties. Are you the pack? Just in case you are the pack. Yeah, I got Rhyme upgraded. That satellite fully locked in. I think all the abilities I want upgraded are upgraded. All my main abilities. Do I miss Wings of Light? It's damage. I don't think I need Cold Snap. So I can master this. Then unmaster Satellite. Re-perfect it. Then change. Switch from this to Bahamut. Bahamut! Rhyme and switch over to Satellite. Oh, F4, you got ice? I did, indeed. I think this setup is what I like. Everything is upgraded or mastered. Nice. I think this will do. Let's try it out. Yeah. Dedicate this to you, shrimp platter. Awoo!
You're on my side, Tony.
Oh God. Are they just walking straight through my rhyme like it's nothing? Walk through this. Interesting. I think my mistake is I keep thinking of these as regular mobs, like regular dogs, and they're not. Ice juggle, very nice. Thinking.
Shouldn't mess with the leader of the pack, eh, boy?
Well done. Thank you. I think I like... This is kind of a balanced build. I feel like I'm missing a little bit of damage from Mega Flare, but Mega Flare also is an ult that has a long recast, so it's like... Alright, cool. The pack is done. Carrot is done. I believe the Man in Black is next. Yes, Man in Black. David, where am I headed? Yes, I got ice. Alex. And, so far, I think I like Rhyme the most. And what ice has to offer for my build. Mesmerize is cool to pull in the tornado area, but the tornado just kind of guides itself, so I don't need it as much. Ice Sage is cool, but only for grounded enemies, so it's like whatever. Diamond Dust is too much to lose in once, but I do like Rhyme. Lost Wing? Okay. Lost Wing we go. Cheers. Know what button to press, don't worry. Wait, it's just Lost Wing? That's it? I'm here for the Man in Black. Won't let me remember. Finding Man in Black, Man in Black. Oh, you know what? If I'm in Lost Wing, it should be an area that has the biggest opportunity for fighting. It should be right here. That's a basement, though, bro. We fight in the basement? I guess. Actually, it's pretty spacious right here. Not spacious enough. I think Torgal feels like they're close. Do you hear him? Snarling, sniffling, growling. Making little baby noises. That's how babies sound. Oh, the cellar passage is upstairs, I guess. It's kind of eerie that now that this place has been robbed of all its people and the liveliness that kept it afloat and overflowing with etherical energy, that now it's just hollow. You would think nobody existed here at all. Suddenly playing Bloodborne. I ever gone this way before? I think that door was locked before. I was right. Perfect. That's Will Smith? You sure? Jay, that you? I mean... That Will Smith, I guess. I hope I win. Hey, man. Okay.
Bring out your bearers! Let me and my mortar purge them of their sin!
Foolishness.
You'll regret doing my mother's bidding.
Oh, you got me. Nice. How do you feel about meat in waves? Like waves of meat. Thoughts?
You're not leaving.
Oh my god, I backdash right into it. You get me, I'll get you. I like it. I just wish that it had iframes directly afterwards when you're doing the melee attack for follow-up.
Your work here is done.
Why can't I grab this? Hey, David, check it out. Huh? Huh? Know what I mean? Nice. Thanks, dude. Don't LOL. Don't encourage me. All right, 3 down, 1 to go. I believe the last one was Comet, right? Carrot, the pack, the Men in Black, Comet. Who's in charge of Comet? The Sickle, Damekia, Dread Comet. Thank you, gang. Wait, make sure I don't miss anything here. Whatever. Damekia, the Sickle. It's faster. Going here and going across, or going here? This is faster. Making good progress so far, right? I do think I like the choices I have for my iconic innates. I like having Garudas to kidnap enemies out of the sky, and also the ones who are staggered to pull them down for fresh DPS. I think I like Titanic Block to immediately counterattack a physical attack to build up their meter that way. I think I do.
Time to fight.
And I like having the Bahamut ability for the satellite as an extra DPS. I kind of miss the Judgment Bolt, not the Judgment Bolt, but the Rameau one, just to corral groups of enemies, but not that much, I think. I think right now my build's focused more on whittling down enemies. I still can't decide if I want to swap out Satellite for MF and M. I can't decide if I want to swap out Satellite for... Oh! How convenient.
That's better.
Or inconvenient, depending on how this battle goes. My main guys were Gruda, Titan, and the one we have not discovered. Interesting. I don't want 14 flashbacks. God, do I want Giga Flare? I don't know if I do. It's good damage. I feel like I'm doing a good job of staggering now that I don't need to have access to Satellite. I'll keep it up. If I feel like I need more DPS than I need stagger, then I'll swap out Satellite for Giga Flare. We'll see. Until then, I dedicate this to David. While I missed a lot of, welcome back. It's not about how much you missed, it's what you were here for, and you're here now. Is what I would tell myself. Look how pretty the baby is. Are you baby? You quick little baby? Yeah. Are you a Dread Comet? Are you a Dread Comet? What are you gonna do? You a baby? Oh, you run, huh?
It's like no chocobo either.
No, 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 no!
Something tells me it won't be easily broken.
I'm so sick of you already.
Let's try.
Nope. Wait, where's your stagger meter? You don't have a stagger meter. I'm in hell. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Nullifies magic, B-word. Nice try. You just ate that? Don't do that. Oh God. Show you can. Why? Just tanked right through my stuff. Oh God, oh God. I'm floating, right? It doesn't count, right? I was in the air though. I'm in the air. You're done. Why are you so durable? I don't understand. You're a Yakubo. Meteor rain? Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Relax. Bro. You gonna keep doing it? Oh my God.
Nice try.
Get staggered, idiot. You want to go blow for blow? Let's do it. I don't fear death. 1v1 me. That chocobo had no stagger meter, no chill, no stoppage, and just kept spellcasting. So before Final Fantasy XIV, I was having nightmares of red chocobos in Final Fantasy Tactics. Going through different roadways and getting a random battle in the fields, you would think to yourself, okay, if it's a panther or a behemoth or a goblin or a couple of mages, we'll be okay. If you see a red chocobo, we have to start asking ourselves, who's going to make it out of this fight alive? Disgusting. Revenge for all the chocobos you've killed in this game. I've killed so few. I've made it a point to avoid chocobos. I love how it ended with a plume of dust and fist like an old cartoon fight. It did, didn't it?
Poor beast. There was nothing I could do.
I'm sorry. I wish it could have been some other way. It didn't have to be like this. Now here I am. Canvas stained with my regrets. Chasing me. Haunting me. Taunting me. You like that? Was that very lyrical? Did that sound cool? I should move the position of the camera so it looks like it has big balls, because it did bite me like that. I'll give you Mickey Mouse ears. Now that I've done all the hunts and successfully used up almost all my potions in the Chocobo fight, I think now I can go back. Bars? Yeah, thanks, dude. Would you believe I thought of that on the fly? Thank you.
So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
If you can swing a hammer.
I still haven't made up my mind about how I feel in regards to Satellite versus Gigaflare. I kind of like this setup because since I'm using Aerial Blast and Judgment Bolt, those both have long cooldown timers. Heatwave is not that long enough. And Wind Up is not that long, but long enough. So having Satellite gives me a reliable thing to go back to if I need it. You know what I mean? Because if I add Gigaflare instead, then I'll have everything on cooldown. I'll keep an eye on Meatwave and see how long of a cooldown I think that is. I informed Sir Rock of J and I must I informed Sir Rock of J and I must inform you as you will share my excitement. Okay. Lay it on me. What's this? I have an alert. Okay. It's from you. Oh my God, that is incredible. Happy for you. That'll be a fun time. Congrats, C1. May it be the best time of your life. Except the surrounding area where it's taking place. But everything else is going to be great.
I never thought I'd have to.
I have some things for sale.
So nice finally having money in this game.
Thank you.
Spent the first few hours broke.
Certainly. Here you are. Thank you.
Clive! You're here!
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts and it turns out things are worse than I thought. There's swarms of them out there. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes, at least.
Well done.
Welcome back, Sid. I'd never have guessed, you know. Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would turn out to be the realm's most infamous outlaw? Keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did you?
Oh, here he comes.
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
Here we go.
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. Zoldan, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Whoa.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best. For the village and that.
August is not helping.
I did, yeah. But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead.
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravojd is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah, so have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in.
No, you shouldn't.
Short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to bite it off.
That is really cool, though, Chris. I hope you have a fantastic time. I'll look for you. And I'm gonna say, I know that dude.
Prick or not, I won't abandon Dravojd to a swarm of Akashic.
Just say the word. The villagers know to keep out of sight when the fighting starts.
You, ready for the off then?
Is it gonna be dangerous? Like, why is there a pre-moment like this? Let's do it.
We can't afford to waste any more time.
Right you are. Might be worth having one last word with the scouts, though. Don't want any nasty surprises, do we?
I kind of want nasty surprises.
Blackford, you and Zoltan might be better off staying inside the...
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls. And there are more coming up from the mines.
What was I saying about nasty surprises?
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open. We're pulling back behind the gates.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside, but keep your weapons handy.
Understood.
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. That's our job. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gates. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at all if you can help it.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing, but they ain't equipped to face what's coming.
I am.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you as much time as I can.
And if they kill you?
Then I'll
You
be
evacuate.
dead. Oh.
But it won't come to that. I promise.
You'd better be right.
Take good care of Dravojd till I get back.
Leave it to me. And give those things what for, yeah?
Yeah, Clive, go fight everyone yourself. You all stay safe. I'm gonna go take on a demonic horde. And I think I'll be okay because I thought, oh my god. Brother?
Alright. Which one of you's first?
Me! You're first, brother. Not great timing. Please, please, tornado. Gotcha. Oh, I won. Okay. Now what? Hey, man. Wrong thing. my god. Gaming has arrived. Okay, I won.
Is that it?
Oh.
Apparently not.
Oh, is that a chimera? Oh no, it has the it's the fight from 14. Move in, move out.
Pass me.
Yikes. Oh. No, no, no. Oh, mistimed like an MFer. Dragon's voice? No way. Ram's voice? You really brought 14 tactics. Rams. Dragons. Oh, no dragon? Dragons! Rams! Ouch. Rams. Oh, I'm cooked. I'm alive. Cutter's Cry, yes. All those days that Cutter's Cry paid off. Rammed dragons. Whew. Thank you, 14. Hey, sleep well, Spider. Thank you for the GJ. I almost said something else instead. Carrying the dive bombing Chimera is pretty sick. Thank you. I did miss like 2, but you know what? When you can, nice. Just a regular Thursday, punching a Chimera in the face, no big deal. Just imagine what that would be like. You're about to do a sick dive at this little man, and out of nowhere you crash into a stone wall face first. Yeah, it's like facing Gara. Do any of you think that the village could have handled that by themselves had I not been here?
Oh, the question is, did I miss any?
I think they would have been okay.
Man alive! You still in one piece!
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, 1 or 2 did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
You think these guys played 14.
Oh, you do know. More will come in time.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later. Let's get you back inside.
Okay, in a grave? Sheesh, Noir. Hey, man.
Sid, you're even more fearsome than your reputation. Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly, I felt grateful. Dravoged won't forget what you did today.
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well, I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, it's our home. We'll fortify the gates to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those defenses.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravoj needed you. So, thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Is this what happens when men go to therapy?
Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but Dravoj isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravoj what a true master blacksmith looks like. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept, but I'm needed elsewhere. There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
but that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The Master Smith turned outlaw, back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid, I've got something for you.
Watch it be Ram's voice. Out of nowhere. Oh, it's not Ram's voice. Okay.
And this is?
A token of our lasting gratitude. But I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to hone an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravozd in the first place? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metalwork. Between the two of us, I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
Well, hold on now.
You know what? I think you might be right. Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the hideaway, would you?
Wait, what?
He's more than welcome.
Wait, what?
As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge.
He did pull a whole cracked anvil out of his back pocket of holding. Which at this point is not too surprising because everyone's back pocket of holding.
With a little help from Blackthorn, I don't see why we can't restore Dravozd to its former glory. Barring ether floods, that is.
I'll tell you what, Clive. If we pull this off, it will ruin every other sword you've ever held.
I'll get him back to the hideaway. Don't you worry about that.
Okay.
Ah, the man himself.
Ooh.
We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his leather work for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here.
They're bringing it all full circle.
And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge.
That's cute.
And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Aw, besties.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is, then.
Never has that sounded so cool. To the bellows, then. Ooh. Super sword time? I think so. Trunks, look away. Zamasu, look away.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
Huh. The sword to end all swords.
Of course, it's Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsmen alive, then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok.
Wait, what?
Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
The Ragnaroker?
That's a weapon I'd like to see. You leave this list with me.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship reforged?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
H-word, yeah, let's get drunk. Yeah, Blackthorn is pretty deflecting when it comes to compliments, but you know what? I get it. Data Demorung? Ragnarok. Ancient Ashen legend purports that one day the Age of Dominance will draw to a close in an epic clash of icons that sets the land ablaze, cleansing it of its foulness and allowing for its rebirth, a clash they call Ragnarok. What a day. I got the sword to end all swords. Oh wow, Ragnarok adds 25. Sorry, Icebrand, it was good to know you.
Trouble with your gear, or... I never thought me and Zoltan would ever speak again, let alone work together. And if it hadn't been for you, we wouldn't. You've been a good friend to me, Clive. The best.
Aw.
So, what'll it be?
Can I have one of these? Oh, I don't have any. Ooh, I need 3 Orichalcum. Orichalcum. I have 2. Dark Steel and Primitive Battle Horn I can only get from Notorious Mobs. It's 50 damage higher than what I have now? Woof.
Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff.
Okay, I thought you just said we were best friends. Why you speak to me like that? Like I'm a nobody. Like I'm a dumb ass butt face with butt sauce. Like, am I an ass butt face with butt sauce? I need more Orichalcums for everything else too? Woof. I'll have to be careful with what I craft. Okay, I think I can return to the main storyline now. T-bone steak, cheese, eggs, and Welch's grape. Let's go. Not bad. Let's do some main story, shall we? I'm gonna try to earn Ragnarok, Giga Flare Raw. I need 1100 more ability points. Oh, Yote. Oh man, I'm sorry. He's not here right now. Actually, he is here. Oh, you don't know that. He's in the infirmary.
The lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
I know, Gargarins. 2025. New year, new Adrian. Love to see it, right?
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness.
True.
Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
Hanging out. I'm on a culinary disaster pace now.
What is this place?
Hey, Prince. Hey, Dion, you looking good? It's a big door for that child.
Here, it's fresh from the well.
Dion, have you ever had well water before, my friend? Is this new for you? Imagine he does a spit take right now. Just has one sip and he's just... Thank you so much.
Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
It's a lot of spirits.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand then, Ultima?
Yes.
No, not you. This is my doing. My fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
Talk your
You
shit.
make them.
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Aww. Imagine not knowing that you healed Prince Dion, Lord, Protector, and Ruler of the Skies, formerly, asterisk. Also breaker of this great land, unfortunately.
Well, Phoenix. It would seem that I owe you my wings.
And he's broke now, too.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you.
Tarja.
You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Tarja.
Set on leaving already, are you?
Hey, Mid.
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here.
Okay.
Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you coming.
She's so
While
pumped.
you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Poor Tarja.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
Good talk.
You've seen more of the world these past 5 years than most do in a lifetime. It's a shame you never had a moment to enjoy it.
Can we not be this real? Tarja, I know, like, everything you just said is 100% correct. But I'm about to head to Ash, where I'm 0 for 2 against the dude I'm trying to 1v1. So if you could just allow me a little grace to continue falling upwards, I'd be incredibly thankful. Just a smidge. What? What do you mean, Kupo? Nunu? Oh, an S rank? Caravan of traders traversing the Velkroyd told me of a colossal beast they'd encountered on the journey. To hear them tell it, it had the aspect of a dragon, a lion, and a scorpion all at once. I contested that it might be naught but a mirage, a phantasm brought about by the desert heat, but the sweat which ran down their foreheads was cold. The fear in their eyes. Real. The tricephalactic terror. In the Velkroyd Desert, huh? Why'd you use the boss music for the hideaway? Well, because if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. So if it's always boss time in the hideaway, then I'm always ready for a fight. I'm ready to fight right now. Hello, Kyros.
I still favor a compliment.
Say it all you like. It doesn't make it true. Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive. Please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated.
Like my face.
We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
All right, if it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood? Barnabas Tharm, the one they call the Last King. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldemark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped, and Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore.
Pull up story time with Viv.
You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Is it grand speech time? About to get really real?
Back again? What is it that you wish to learn? One must understand one's place in the world.
I'm trying to decide if I want to do the main story or take on that hunt. You want to squeeze Mid's face cheeks.
Let me tell you a story, Clive.
Wait, what?
All right.
All right.
Them rumours wet legs were spreading. Might be they weren't just tales plucked out of thin air. You see, there were a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold steel to, so long as they paid me the right price. Some women lust after blood, others after flesh, but me, I were always one for gold. And to satisfy that lust, I sold to opposing armies, stabbed my every client in the back, made myself the most hated woman in the twins. But then one day I met a man who made me a different kind of offer. Said he'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of steel and sundries. On the condition I sold to him and his alone.
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye. And I fell right into his damn trap. He was true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started making the best profits I've seen since taking up the trade. And all without aiding or abetting any outlaws. Except Sid himself, that is. Told me about his plan to topple the mother crystals, you know. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of things. An opportunity for the likes of me to mint gil. Why, I reckon an enterprising individual could find himself the richest dam in the Twins. And that's when he had me. I emptied my stores that day and moved into the hideaway proper. And the rest, as they say, is ancient bloody history. A dozen years on, and I'm still not the richest dam. Not for lack of trying, mind. But I can say, I have never been happier. You've all shown me there are some things more precious than gil.
That there are.
So don't you go messing it all up. Or you'll have me to answer to.
I'm just trying to buy some potions. An out of 10 impression. It was pretty good.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
Probably more of Viv's bro. Did you just tell Viv to her face that she isn't worth talking to if you don't want something? I think there's more to it than that, but
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
maybe there's a little bit of
It'd better all be here.
kinda. Oh, wait, sell out. Sold out. You only sell one last elixir? Oh. I better save that for the ultra emergency then. Whatever that may be.
Is that all?
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of Pepio nuts and all.
This dude's been wanting Pepio nuts for the better part of 8 years. You know that, right?
Thin these days.
Oh, what do you expect? Farmers are abandoning.
Yeah, I mean, the name is accurate. You're right. We call the hideout Boston. Thank you, Otto. It's boss time. So why does Charon have Yuna's eyes? So Yuna doesn't have heterochromia like Yuna. Charon has one eye that was taken from her during her trading days. This one dude from a group of different merchants accused her of stealing from him, which she didn't do, and he called it an eye for an eye. So he took her eye. We got our lick back though because we found that dude because he was spreading rumors about Charon. Goots found out. Goots cornered the guy. We cornered that guy, and then that guy tried to stab Charon. When Goots stepped in and knocked him on his butt. And then Karen said, "I'm gonna finish you off." And he said, "Remember that?" And she said, "Remember that day you said an eye for an eye? You were so right." And then off screen, she took that dude's eye as well. So now that dude has one eye. Like her, like Gav.
I have no reason to assume otherwise.
Well, then that changes everything. Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me. Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example. One that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, few have. But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
Hey, Bake Maker.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
It's almost time for a big speech, Bake Maker. You know what that means. Adrian, would you ever do a beer like Harpocrates?
Borrow the chronicles for a short while.
Want the little twisties at the bottom? I don't know. Maybe?
Of course, Lordsman Harpocrates.
Mid said I could ride the Enterprise next. No, she didn't. She said I could.
Promo's over? No, it's still going on. It's just not time for it yet.
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going. And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do. Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind. The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
You picked some up this morning, though, cheaper than energy drinks? Let's go. Which ones you get?
Let me know when you're leaving. I want a word before you go.
Of course.
Of course. Of course. For a moment there, Joshua on the side looked like a Evilus artwork.
I am certain we will find what we seek in Ash, and learn the truth of Ultima's origins.
You like 16's take on the classic Final Fantasy prelude? Yeah, very dark, right? Got some in the green apple. My wife wanted the blood orange pomegranate.
How do you split?
And did you receive it yet? Have you tried it yet?
Better off not knowing.
Thank you, by the way, for picking it up.
Not at all. Honestly. Can't a man wish his friend farewell? Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order while you're off saving the world.
I'll hold you to that.
Let's do it. The Shadow Coast. Ordered this morning, looking for a more affordable after breakfast bev with caffeine that checks the boxes. Dope. I'd love a testimonial then. Hope it does right by you. I really do.
Reckon it'll be a long walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs. I'll scout ahead, see if I can't find us an inland route.
Clive. There's something I've been meaning to ask. You took her icon, didn't you?
Oh, awkward.
Yes, I did. She understood.
No, don't do it, don't do it. Oh, my face.
Oh, she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will.
Oh.
You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
I used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And you truly believe this will save you? Will save us all?
I do.
Hit him again.
Then so be it.
Please pull him into a...
Just don't forget, you're not alone.
Think I found us a trail. Did I miss something?
Only that Joshua didn't.
I don't get it.
I'm just happy he didn't hit Gav, too. She offered? He really said you took her icon, didn't you? Well... Footfalls in Ash. Thank you, good night.